Welcome to our sealant replacement video. We're going to review the processes and procedures for sealant replacement. We're first going to do glass to aluminum. Notice how the technician is removing the existing sealant or gaskets, then cleaning the location with solvent. Tape needs to be installed on both sides of the joint, leaving a gap for the new sealant to adhere to. The specified bond breaker tape needs to be installed into the joint. Sealant then gets applied to the joint, and it is tooled to a smooth finish. Notice the good workmanship being implemented here. The tape is then removed. The sealant is then nicely smoothed out, and you're left with a beautiful, clean, new sealant installation. We'd like to now focus on aluminum to aluminum sealant replacement. A sharp tool generally needs to be used to cut the sealant on both sides of the aluminum. Other tools are often needed to pry the sealant out of the joint. It's important to get all of the old sealant out of the joint. The joint needs to be cleaned with solvent, removing all dirt and debris. After the cleaning is completed, tape needs to be installed on both sides of the joint. Then the specified backer rod or bond breaker material is installed into the joint. The sealant is then evenly applied over the joint. A tool is then used to smooth the sealant down over the joint. Tape is removed. The joint is sprayed with a soapy solution, and the sealant is smoothed to perfection. Let's take a look at the wall to aluminum sealant replacement process. Oftentimes, a cutting tool is used to remove the sealant from the concrete side of the joint. The concrete needs to be sanded in order to remove residual sealant and caulking from the wall. The wall needs to be completely cleaned, as well as the aluminum surface. Tape is applied to both sides of the joint, leaving the proper spacing for the sealant installation. Primer is often used on the concrete surface of the joint. Backer rod is then installed. It's important to use the appropriate size of backer rod. It needs to be a snug fit. The backer rod is generally a little larger than the joint opening. After the primer cures, it's time to install the sealant. Notice how the sealant is being applied very carefully. We then use our custom tools to smooth out the sealant. The tape is then removed, creating nice straight edges. Soapy solution is then sprayed on the joint and the joint is smoothed out to a consistent finish. Thank you for watching our sealant video.